Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Technobabylon. When we last left off, I have no idea where we were. We had just made our way onto the airfield where that aerostat was that we're supposed to get into. I presume we made our way onto it because we were inside a box that was loaded on, but now we're in this place which resembles our old apartment that was blown up. But every time we try to interact with something, it just goes to static. So we're probably, well, we're most likely in the trance, but a not very well functioning version of the trance. So, well, let's try and see if we can find anything to do here. I wonder if we just have to interact with everything until everything is just faded to static. Healing. This wall. Oh, great. Oh, the foreground. The floor. And we're left with this pillar. That
the simulation's exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one.
Wait, Jinsel?
Why'd you have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
Okay, so that's Dr. Vargas's daughter. Galatea, was it? And we're back with Charlie. What do we have? Our jolt gun and our traveler. We talked to Lau. Why is she not here?
Lau, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your signal.
You remember the plan.
Don't worry about me. You just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
So we're waltzing into this without backup. Can we talk to Cell? You're not sure how happy Central would be to hear from you. Maybe when you've got more evidence for it to process. Okay. I guess we can just walk through because, well, Lava did all the heavy lifting here. Okay. Apparently the heavies that came after you in the factory are working here as well. Though a good sign that you're on the right track. Oh, though a good sign that you're on the right track, the fact that someone's already knocked this one out concerns you. He's not carrying anything you can use, short of completely undressing him. You don't think you've got enough time to be that thorough. Okay.
I can't figure that out.
Really? You can't figure a map of the world out. Map of the world showing destinations serviced by Xanadu Air Freight, or at least the cargo status. Loading complete, checks complete, Xanadu ER2, make ready to launch.
I got here just in time. They're about ready to run.
Seems like can't reach it from here. It's a warm night with all that arm, blah blah blah. That's the same thing Alata thought. Okay, the guards are gone. The box is gone. Error. Input driver is disabled. Abort, retry, or fail. So can we just Walk out. Apparently we can. After being moved from the hangar, it looks like the crates are sealed for transit. You can't find a way into these ones. The way the containers are spread out between the hangar and the aerostat, you guess they're in the middle of loading. I don't see any way. Oh, I was gonna look at the aerostat, but I clicked with the left button, so I guess he's gonna try to interact. But oh, well, apparently there was a way on, even though I didn't see it. Now, I presume we want to hide from this guy. Wait. Oh, crisis agent hatch. Patrolling back and forth across the cargo bay, it's a wonder the guard hasn't worn a hole in the floor. There's a console. A door, but I don't think we can get to the door quickly enough for him to not see us. I guess maybe we have to interact with the console? Well, let's try it. Whoa! Okay! Well, that was certainly effective. Okay. Not sure. Well, I guess we'll go deeper inside. I presume we're on the aerostat. Goggles. Picked up thermal goggles. Okay. Uh-huh. So there's tubes here. There's, well, these are the lights, and then there's stuff here. I'm not sure what to make of. Junction point.
What do I look like, a mechanic? That's what I've got Lau for.
But Lau's not here. You remember seeing a hotspot through the thermal vision underneath here. Okay, there's a terminal. Well,
Thermopic goggles. Same ones I've seen the strike team using. Shows heat sources as an image.
Okay, can we... Someone working aboard the aerostat has apparently forgotten to shut down their terminal after using it. You wonder how someone forgets something so basic these days, especially after all the informative cartoons in school. Well, let's see if we can do something with it. It's locked with a password. How quaint. It will still need to be breached before the terminal can be accessed. So they didn't just, you know, leave it. They left it on, but they didn't leave it readily accessible. Can we go upstairs? Sick bay. Ooh, locker. Picked up bolt gun. Ooh, it's no wonder this aerostat's such a heap. They've almost run out of maintenance supplies, more so now that you've helped yourself.
An industrial rivet gun. Uses compressed air to punch finger-length bolts through metal surfaces. I wonder if they ever have to use this from the outside while in flight.
Looks a lot more like a gun than a tool. So, can we go into sickbay? Oh, okay.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
Okay. Wait.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
That guy is... is against the wall over here. Can we? Right, there he is. Okay, I have a fairly gruesome idea. Can we use the bolt gun on him? Oh!
Ah!
Ouch. That was pretty harsh. So now can we get in?
Thank God you're here.
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here. They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
What the hell did you...
Okay. Now they're both knocked
The upper
out.
level is clear, but I... Oh. Huh.
Gave him a shot in the back. Your problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Ugh, no you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
Who are you? What do you want? What's going on here? Well, who are you is... He's obviously the mind hacker, right? What do you want?
What's that? I can't hear
Okay.
you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo? It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn. Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from.
No, stop. I'll kill you, you sick son of a... Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to say any of these, but, well...
I think this one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps.
Or maybe
Oops, all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Kressel,
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart PM feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat. Female, about 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Kressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere.
So Lau's here. Who's that?
Gotcha.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel. Did I do good, Dr. Max? You did great. I'd better find where Regis went.
Oh! It's the cleaning, the maid, the French maid plus sex bot that Vanderwall had.
Good work, Chantal.
Thanks, Dr. Max.
My job will be a lot easier if I can get Central to agree to take you on full time.
Apparently still with a chefy personality.
You're a lot stronger than you look. Not hurting him too much, are you? He technically has rights.
I'm only applying 55 kilopascals of pressure on his upper thorax. It'd take at least another 10 to pose a threat to his long-term viability.
Raise it another 3 then.
Okie dokie.
Well, it's very useful if you can be precise.
Good work, Chantal.
No,
Thanks,
I didn't.
My job will...
I didn't want to talk to her. I wanted to talk to him, but apparently I can't. Can we get into sickbay?
Hey, stop! What the hell's going on in here? Regis!
Can we help him?
Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you.
Oh, we also have an ejector. This seems to be going around, kind of. Everybody has one. What? No, I wanted... Oh, apparently I can't interact with that stuff on the desk here. On the body, you find his unusable weapon and the communication gear hooked into his neural wiring. The man's apparently taken several industrial rivets to the back. You're not sure you want to imagine the circumstances that led Regis to this. Can we? Yes, apparently we can.
I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network.
Okay. Oh, she doesn't have the trance. So... we've got the terminal.
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons.
Oh, they're like genetically coded to the person using them, kind of like the weapons were in Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. Very good game, by the way.
She's out of it.
The poor girl's unconscious. You're not sure what they were doing to her in this lab, but there have always been rumors about unethical private contractors abducting thralls off the street for research. Somehow, though, this girl's face seems oddly familiar. Did she come across Latha before? Can we, like,
She's got
translate
her own. Most thralls are practically leaking from the ears with wetware wiring.
Okay, so we can't. There's only this terminal over the screen. Effectiveness report. Thyroactinase 414B. I hope I pronounced that somewhat correctly. The use of a wetware-based incapacitating agent has proven fortuitous. In the course of his work, Mr. Kressel, or the Kreisel actually, that would be the correct German pronunciation of his name, has found the 414B wetware to be effective at subduing the targets while retaining consciousness, but also acts as a primer for the extraction process. The choice of wetware rather than a conventional chemical paralytic also enables a much less precise delivery vector, suitable for COVID work. The only downside thus far has been 414B's susceptibility to wetware's inherent weaknesses, e.g. temperature, bodily rejection. Alright, no, we can't, like, interact with it or do anything.
Regis, can you hear me?
We already
Better
have
figure
that.
out how to fix...
So, terminal. What can we do with this? Locked. Apparently this terminal will take a little breaking before it reveals its secrets to you. Can we borrow the crowbar from Lada? A large terminal connected to both a cradle for the memory module and the bed. Looks like it's still running a trance simulation. Okay, can we jack into it? Apparently we can. Oh, okay. Dr. Baxter, Mindjacker, Baxter? Question mark. Dr. Baxter's body sits slumped in its chair, apparently the recent victim of a mindjacking attack. He looks a lot more complete than when you last saw him, though. Even if it weren't for the fact that you'd stored the image in your wiring, you'd remember this face anywhere after his escape at Animus. For a man about to pulverize someone's head with a claw hammer, he looks remarkably cool and confident, as though this is just a step in a larger plan. Okay, so both mouse buttons, I'm doing all this twice because I'm trying both mouse buttons to see if they give anything different. He certainly looks like Dr. Baxter, according to the background reports you were given.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
Hey, we can talk.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
You believe so?
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The mindjacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
You remember being killed? That's gotta be pleasant.
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
He seems a lot calmer than I expected. I mean, considering what the mindjacker, like the state of mind he's in, he's all angry and, you know, wants to get revenge on Regis. This guy seems way too mellow.
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viction. I killed Viction, didn't I?
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is an absence. Do give my regards to Charles if you see him, though.
Okay, do you remember?
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it? Though I can recall it in the first person, I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neurowiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader in my field in the day. And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
Okay, now it makes more sense.
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
none at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need. Though suppressed by the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The Mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then.
What's death like?
This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness lives on?
I suppose all you could remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
Okay.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
I'm not sure what we got out of this. We got a bunch of information, but we're no closer to helping Regis unless we already have something in the injector to help him, and I completely missed that. What did Lau last use the injector for? Oh, right, for the guy, that kid at where Baxter was working, who had like aphasia, right? Hypodermic injector gun loaded with isomerase from the lab. Does that help Regis though? Just stick him with it, see what happens. Okay.
Oh, my head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this.
Oh yeah, he is.
Ah, damn it, I don't believe it!
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it! I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening?
All right, we're taking off.
The aerostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
It doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You all right, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck.
All right. Oh.
Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved.
All right, so she's of no use. Oh, maybe she can hack the terminal. It's locked with a password. How quaint. Can we... Okay. Okay, T-mail, Galatea V. From Galatea V, received 11th of July, 2087. Subject, the turret. You misunderstand. The aerostat uses non-flammable lifting gas, not inflammable. Oh god, that reminds me. There's an Archer episode that uses the same joke because it also has like a Zeppelin in it, and it's got that joke in it. And well, if you haven't watched Archer, do, because it's hilarious. Okay, these are opposite. These two are opposites. The turret or any other gunfire will not cause an explosion of the gas. If this elementary school chemistry English, if this is elementary school chemistry English, please don't give me further reasons to doubt your competence. Okay, Cobalt Actual. From Cobalt Actual. Received 11th of July 2087. Subject funeral arrangements. Dear colleagues, cremation and inhumation for Ethan Drummer, formerly Cobalt 6 KIA, will take place at the conclusion of the operation. Until then, please limit disruption to duty in acts of remembrance. Okay. Cobalt 3 from Team Cobalt C3, received 10th of July 2087, subject the A-stat. Yeah, the aerostat's a floating pile of garbage, but it's safer than the last job. If Doc wants you to fix something, you fix it. Control for the flaps has been wired through the 4 junction points in the lower hallway. Okay. That's interesting. Central, RNC. From Centralized Revenue, received 9th of July 2087, subject tax payment. Dear Mr. Keach, following surveillance of your net activity and public behavior, it appears that you are working as a paramilitary contractor without having declared the source of income to the Centralized Revenue and Customs Department. Please complete attached form ND1A, or you may be subject for further investigation. Okay, so the Centralized Revenue Service Googled his ass. Refresh inbox. There's probably nothing new. No new messages. So yeah, but Galatea V is Galatea Vargas, so the daughter of the guy that used to head the research team. So, he said for junction points for the flaps. I'm not exactly sure how that is going to help us, but I think we'll find out in the next part. So I'll cut this video short here. I'll thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.